Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this meeting. It's a wonderful one to have everyone around. I'm so happy. Please, if you're just joining us, drop a comment in the comment section and drop a reaction. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us your expectations, and just make sure you say something in the comment section. Say hi. So, Angel, yeah, I can see some persons here already. Okay, you can help us share the link, is in the group. You can help us share the link. It's not just for the people in the Smart Teachers community, it's for everyone. And if you've not joined us in the Smart Teachers community and you're a teacher, then look for the link in the description of this video so you can find it there and join, because the group is a group for everyone. The link is in the description of this live section. So look for it and join us. We discuss a lot of things there that is of benefit to teachers, and we bring in a lot of guest speakers to speak to the teachers there. We believe in the teachers' development. We believe that the teachers can do better and do more. All right. So today we have a wonderful topic and a wonderful guest speaker to talk to us. It's an empowerment um, talk show or empowerment podcast. We want to Mr. David, actually, Engineer David, okay, he wants to show us something he has for teachers about how teachers can take advantage of the solar installation. We know that solar is a thriving business now, and we're not just looking at it as something to help teachers as like a side hustle. We're looking at it that we are going to train teachers that will train students. You know, these days it's a skill that are now selling. Education is important, but skill is also important. So we can't focus on just education. That's what we're bringing this program to us. So we want to merge education and skill acquisition together for our students. So if you can get this knowledge, then you can equip other students to become relevant with their education and their skill as well. So that's what we have Mr. David with us in the house today. So ladies and gentlemen, um, here with us is Engineer David Gabra. I hope I'm correct anyway. Yeah, I hope I'm correct. So Engineer David Gabra will be joining us now, and he will take it up from here. He will explain to us what this empowerment program is all about, the benefits we're going to get from it, and how to get started with it. So let us welcome Engineer David Gabra to the house. So Engineer David, you have the platform to speak to our teachers. And some of them may not have joined, but most of them would definitely play after now. So I believe it will be enlightened for them. So over to you.
Oh, okay. Good evening, Miss Angel Anyim, and every other respectable teachers here. I'm really happy to join you people tonight for on a presentation on thing that will be diversifying your line of business, which in essence, you all are teachers, which is a very noble profession. I am Engineer David Garuba, the MD of Panorama Engineering Limited. And there is another company again aside this Panorama Engineering Limited that will still we also flag. It's known as Asset Grade Engineering Limited. So we're going to be using both companies for interface with you. And I'm here to just present to us how you can also benefit from solar power industry. That is in this in the energy sector. Then there is a huge diversification from the traditional source of power, which is the diesel fuel generator and the electricity distribution company. That is NEPA. In the Nigerian parlance, we call it NEPA. So there is a serious transition from these two traditional source of energy to the renewable energy. So that is why, sorry, my light is out here. Of course, I'm not projecting from home because I was somewhere. So then, it's the material now. Because of the presentation on the opportunity we're having for you, we want to be very comprehensive about it. We had just draw up some few slides here. We'll be very quick about their presentation, so we'll not take time. You see the very the very reason we are here is captured briefly here. That is our company. What we mean to do is national training on solar power system design, installation, and maintenance for the secondary school teachers, and sales of ebook. So that is the company you have there. Our address is here in Abuja, Babcock University Apartment, Boys Quarter, Kinder Street, to say to. You have this material to yourself. So you can always look at where we are from. So then this course we're going to be training you on is featuring how to design solar power projects, how to install and maintain solar power projects. You see, there are three things now. You know how to design. Design in engineering simply means knowing the number and the capacity of engineering material to be used, to be installed, to be deployed in building. That is what simply design means in engineering, not drawing. Then installation. After you've gotten the capacities and the number of the engineering members, then you install. Then after the installation, of course, in the cost of use of the installation or the solar power system, there will be a reason why you have to maintain the solar power system. So we want to really see how teachers can diversify from the traditional teaching to a more robust business a business lifeline that they can be doing at leisure. You can get a job from the client, and you do it Saturday, Sunday, or Friday if you close early from school. And you can be doing that over the next few years. You can also become a skills acquisition vocational instructor to your schools, because recently the federal government has brought about 15 skills and vocation into the curriculum of education. And all the teachers, both private and public schools, are going to be training teachers on these vocational skills, so that they will be very resourceful in that end. So I think this is a very big opportunity for you now to have known these skills handy even before the time comes. You will be well sought after when the time eventually comes. So then the course title is simply Solar Power System Installation, Solar Power System Design, Installation, and Maintenance. Then that is the featuring. We are looking at three things. Let me quickly run because I'm taking time now. Then the fourth thing here, the fourth slide is just talking about an ebook. We've written okay, yes, I should be on the slide 3. Slide 3 here, objective of the training. What do you intend to, what is the purpose of this training? What are the objects of this training? When after the training, what are you expected to know? That is it. This is a very robust course outline for solar power vocation. Then after the training, at the end of the training, all the teachers or participants are expected to know how to conduct power assessment, demand, or energy auditing for solar power projects. What we mean is that after this training, you will not be doing the solar power project the quack way, where a prospective client asks a client that, they ask a solar vendor, that is a solar engineer, how do I install solar power project for my house? They will just knock their head. I will give you 4 batteries. I will give you 8 panels. That is not the way to do solar power system project. When you are asked to do a solar power project, you first of all have to conduct power assessment, demand, or energy auditing. You go to the client's house, get a schedules on like a table, drop a table, list all the electrical appliances that needed to go on solar. You do the quantity, then you check for their wattages, to get the total wattages of each of the electrical appliances. Then you turn to the client, how many hours do you want these electrical appliances to be on load? Then you get your total electrical energy demand. Then these are the parameters with which you are going to be plugging in certain few arithmetic formulae for you to determine the number of panels, that is number of solar panels, number of batteries, the capacities of the batteries and even the panels, as well as the capacities of the solar charge controller, as well as the inverter. Then from there, that means that is the essence of import of the number 1 item there, conduction of power assessment demand for solar power project. The number 2, specifying and sizing solar power accessories for solar power project. That is design I talked about. We shall be employing some formulae. Thank God you are all teachers. You do this thing like an engineer who have brought this thing up together So much so that you can easily be identified as solar power engineer and you are qualified for it. We can assure you that with the book we've written on solar power system design, installation, and maintenance, is 122 pages of book. Now here, preparing bill of quantity and estimate for solar power project, how to prepare bill and quantity, a bill of estimate and quantity, whatever. Then the item 1 to 3 have been improvised in a Microsoft Excel program. We program Microsoft Excel. Then you just input certain parameters, certain indigenous solar power accessories data specification, and some certain technical design parameter. They will just give you the number you are looking for. You don't need to start doing formula, start doing calculation, punching calculator. No, you will just identify in the course of the training some of the design parameters, both technical, indigenous, and solar. The design parameter from the solar power accessories data sheet. So you know all of these things. So we have done a Microsoft Excel that you are going to know. Then you almost become a consultant at this level. When you get there, you know how street is going to really be. So then we have to draw. You will now know how to draw line or block diagram for solar power project. What do we mean here? You'll be able to draw how the batteries will be connected, series parallel, or a situation where you have to connect both series and parallel. Then on the roof, how the panels will be connected, series and parallel. Then you are using like triangle, a rectangle to represent either battery or panels or even a solar charge controller. And then just like they do drawing for building, the way architects draw building drawing, that is how you'll be able to draw. And because you are the one that have drawn it, you can almost just call a technician like roofers or electrician, help connect, because this training will show you how to do all of these things. So making you a solar power supervisor, a consultant, you really do not need to climb the roof if you're a very smart person, because a solar power vocation is a very social vocation. It's not a vocation per se, it's a social vocation. Then the next one is costing and procuring solar power project. You know how to do that. Install solar power project, then build entrepreneurship or market around solar power skills you have acquired. How to like market these skills you have gotten in order to know why you have to go for it in the first place. Apart from the fact that the schools you are even teaching in now, or the general public you'll be sought after to do the solar power project, you also know how to do it by yourself. Although we're going to be working together before we get to that, then we're going to give you a certificate. So let me rush now. Because then this is the ebook we've written on solar power project. This ebook contains all this course outline. Comprehensively explained in them, and in the course of the training we shall see. Then the slide 5 now is talking about, then more about the sales of the ebook. The ebook is just going to be sold for 5,000 naira for each person. Is an electronic book, it's soft copy. Targeted volume of sales, we are targeting to sell 80,000. We just making that projection. Then targeted number of teachers to market the ebook. We're needing 2,000 teachers, but the minimum we can just start up with. We can start if they are not up to 200. This is just a way of just making presentations about. We are looking at if 200 can come on board, but originally we're targeting 2,000. Targeted number of persons to buy the ebook from each teacher. We expect that each teacher sells 400, sell the book to 400 persons. So because this is going to be very remunerative to the sellers, the teachers also, and with a certain commission. So strategic target and the prospective buyers of the book. We are expecting, of course, first of all, the training is going to be in 2 phases. After the first phase, we launch and selling the book. And these are the targets that we expect the teachers to sell the books to, the churches and mosques, that is the youth and students there. We have done this thing we are telling you now. We did for a church just around. We sold about 5,000. We didn't just want to start putting the proof of payment there here in this slide. So it's actually possible. If you're a Muslim, you target the youth and students in the mosque and all of that. Community and the village head can just meet the village head. Can you sponsor some students because after they buy the book, there is a training that will trail behind, and you, the teacher, is going to be the one to do that. Of course, we are going to avail this training to you avail the training to you in a voice and a video like we are doing, so that you just find a way around that. We discuss that when we get to that level. Then the schools. Of course, you can target schools. You're already in school, target parents, real estate housing. You can target children there. Because solar is actually supposed to be do it yourself. Then you can target local government administration, go to any local government. Why not you get this book for the students and you train them on it? So we'll guide you on that. Then social media marketing, if you like, you can place your own advert on Facebook, WhatsApp group status, Instagram, email marketing. Then collaborating with how home lesson teachers for an outlet to sell the ebook. We're just giving an instant. Business computer centers, students of tertiary institution alike can get the book. It's very comprehensive. So, and it contains, in short, it's like end of discussion is solar power technology is what it can be referred to. So FCE, Monotechnic, Polytechnic, then Parent Teacher Association, we target all these things in order to be able to sell to 400 persons per teacher. We're just trying to do that. Then 7, quickly, this ebook sales link, this is the link you click. It's from there you click and make the payment. Then you, being the ones, the teacher selling the book, we will tell the person buying it that quote my name, because it is from there we're going to track how much you have sold, and the book is there. Once the person pays, then you have be directed to download the ebook and all of that, and it will also relay you to a form where the buyer of the book will of course get his data there, and they can even join us in our channels link, just everything all encompassing, because whoever gets to solar power industry now is doing themselves a very great good, just like when GSM came. In short, solar energy, renewable energy is going to replace oil and gas, and people who quickly go cascade into that sector now will really be on there for good. We have our testimony. Personally, I have mine. Now here we have the number 8 slide. I think the number 8 slide is not coming. Sorry, it's coming up quickly. The other one I will just run because we're almost through. Then this is the form to collect solar power project clients data. When we are through, we will be collecting data from solar power clients. Then it's still in course of your hand. This is this is this next slide where to come. After we've trained you, before you even venture into selling the book, we have a lot for you to do. We will be taking them at a time. This is just for the generality of a presentation. So we train you, then you now can start selling the book. Then again, alongside, you be targeting sachet water, sachet and pure water factories, hotels, pharmaceutical shops, clinics, private healthcare center, real estate through the facility managers, catfish and poultry farms, etc. So this form you see here, whenever you get to all these people, you click and you get their form. We have in our place this form. When you fill it, you get the feedback. Then we make the feedback available to the secretariats through your ESCO, in the person of Miss Angel Anyim. Then we are going to be getting everything we do. We'll get back to them so that this client you are getting, it is for the company and for yourself, because we have similar understanding with National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, where every deal we got from them is definitely they have a percentage, all of that. So that is you being a teacher with us in this outing. By the time you had gone for 2 or 3, 4, 5 deal, you can be doing your deal on your own. That is where you even come outrightly for your own business person as a solar person. And we can assure you here, we have funding for solar power project, because solar power project is one of too high. Sometimes people don't get to swing it. That is why we'll go a long mile of getting Sterling Bank involved. We are a external vendor with solar power, with Sterling Bank. When a client, like the ones whose data you are getting, wants to do a project, they don't have the funding. All they need to do is to come to us. We'll take them to Sterling Bank, and from there we'll send their bills there. Together with you now, then you are really in for a very big business though. So we are collaboratively doing this thing together, after which you can stand on your own, and I can assure you, you are just in your way to be making the first 1 million, 2 million, or 3. Very, very possible with solar power projects. Now, form to collect solar power project client. Okay, this is what we still have here. And I think number 10 is not coming up. Yeah. Okay, let number 10 come up. Why is this thing getting delayed this way? So Please, I'll be running now. After this other slides, we think I can. So, remuneration and reward for teachers on the sale of the ebook. That ebook I talked to you about, just for your perusal, you can go and go through this yourself. When a teacher sells 100 of such a copy of the ebook to people, then they make 20% per sales. Although the seller link we use to sell the ebook, they are charging 20% for every sale. So you also have 20%. If you are able to sell as a teacher 100, then if you're able to sell from 100 to 200, you have 30% as your remuneration, as your commission. Then you are able to sell 201 to 300, you have 40% as your own commission. If you're able to hit over 301 and 301 and over, you have 50% of the total sales you make. So that is just that. Let's go to 11, I think. Let's go into 11. We'll be through now, please. The pre-qualification for the teachers participating in the training. The first wrap of the training is completely free for the teacher, free, which we shall be starting very shortly, depending on how you all value this presentation. Then if the management, if the ESCO agrees that we should go ahead, the first wrap of the training is free. The teacher then embark on the marketing of the ebook as explained above, and the teacher gets trained on the second phase of the training, which shall come with the 122-page training manual, which is still the ebook itself. The teacher too have access to it. Guide and certificate. The training manual guide. You get your certificate, and we cost each teacher 1,000 naira to participate in this second lab. Now, please take note that item 1 is prerequisite to item 2, and number 3 requisite to item number 3. So they are all very important in the series they come, all the items there. So what I mean to say here, in essence, is just that you're going to be trained first for you to have an inductive knowledge of what solar power system is all about. Then you now embark on the sales of the ebook, or you go for the marketing for yourself, because after the training, I can assure you, you even be eager to go start getting a job, because at that material time, you are able to talk as a solar vendor. That is the way we have packaged the ebook, and there is nothing outside. Even though you're talking to somebody about solar power project, they will never know that you have just made a few days contact with the solar power company and such as us. So that is what that stands for. Then we have sorry, this thing is really dragging. Get to 13th page now shortly. Was really moving faster. So this page is compulsory for the participating teacher. Yes, for the teachers that are going to be participating in the training, this is the Google form that you click and you fill the document there. It's going to be asking you to fill certain things. Then you fill the information. We get it. When we get it, we share with the secretariat. These are the teachers that have registered. Just click on this Google now. You submit whatever it asks you for, fill it, and you have your this thing. Then you are asked in this particular form, on this form, you are going to be asked to join our WhatsApp channel so that you'll be seeing what we are doing on solar. So those are the things. Then this is our WhatsApp channel I just talked about. You can join our WhatsApp channel from there. Then thank you. I think this is we doing a job in Apple. This job cost us like 12.5 million. So my boys on the roof, our installer. I think there are many of them. If I sent you all these things here, there are so many. Can say I snap with my phone. Let us go to the next slide. This is a job in one is in Maiduguri. This you see here is the inverter, solar charge controller, then a changeover switch and a breaker and all these other cables. So these are the things you know how to do in the course of our whole outing, the generality of outing on solar power projects. So we are going to end the two. There are 2 more slides left. Let it just go. I think we're even almost through. Why is this going this way? Then this is a project in Kubwa in Abuja. So we are installing. This is a lithium iron phosphate battery, and the inverter is the Felicity inverter. We are connecting to distribution board. I just show you a few of our pictures because this one is not a gallery of our work. That is just it. Then 18, I think I'm through now. We're just talking about. I'm just talking about this thing. We're thanking you. Okay, we just introduced my humble self and all of that. So let's just get to that page. Then it will now be over to the secretariat and the Miss Angel Anyim. This is me. I'm the one there. I was trained by National Power Training Institute of Nigeria, NAPTIN. It's a training institute under Federal Ministry of Power. That was in 2014. And this is just about what we want to do. A whole lot of them, but we'll be taking it one by one as the secretariat, as a Miss Angel Anyim rightly directed. But lest I forget, there are a whole lot of things we are supposed to do. And I can assure you, we have funding, we have the tech, the skills. All we need to do is to just work together. And let me say, before this time next year, you would have done 1 or 2, 3 solar power deals. Then you really know what you are in for. After this training, you are going to have multi-dimensional values you can train to when you are very relevant in solar power sector, and a whole lot you are going to be exposed to in solar power as an energy sector. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. David. Okay. Thank you. That was a wonderful presentation anyway. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for bringing this to us as well. So reason why I allow this to us as teachers is because, one, basically, this can serve as another source of income for you as a teacher. So that's why I feel it's kind of an empowerment program for you as a teacher. Then secondly, we need skills in the educational system. We need teachers that can empower our students, right? Recently, I think earlier this month, the former Minister of Education in Nigeria made a rule that the curriculum is now going to contain skill acquisitions, though because there's a new Minister of Education now, we don't know if that will hold. But I still believe it's a relevant thing. It's relevant that we empower teachers. I don't know the plan they have to empower teachers to be able to teach these skills, but I believe we need to empower teachers that can teach skills to the student. So because in the world that we are now, it's not just education, it's education and skill. So we can't just focus on the education. It's important. Education is important because education helps you to fight illiteracy, but I believe skill helps to fight poverty. So if we bring skill and education together, that will go a long way for us in the educational system, in the life of our students. So I'm urging teachers that are in for this to not just see it as an empowerment to go out and hustle. No, see it as another means of making impact in the educational system. I'm someone that is so passionate seeing changes and seeing the educational system, especially in Nigeria and Africa, thrive. Though we need to thrive all over the world, but basically we start from home, right? And this is our home. So see it as an empowerment program to go and empower others. And this is why you need to buy into this, because we have a lot of students out there that need these skills. And we know that this is a thriving niche. So if we can empower, there are so many hectic boys in our secondary schools. Some of them might not be doing well academically, but they will do well in skill. So let us take advantage of this good opportunity and see it as a way to make impact and make a difference in the educational system. So I urge every teacher to buy into this idea. If you're watching this and you're not in the Smart Teachers community and you're trying to reach out to me, you need a way to reach out to me or to reach out to the speaker or to know a way to register and to join. I already said that the link is in the comment section, no, in the description box. Check the description box of this video. You will see a link to join the Smart Teachers community. So when you join, you can ask any of the admin about it. I believe this there's no limit. Anytime you watch this video and you still want to do this, you can reach out and we know if it's still ongoing. There will be people that will watch this video next month, that will come across it next month, that are not in the group. So anytime you come across it, check the link in the description box of this video and reach out to the community admin, and you would be directed on how you can go about this. So once again, thank you, Mr. David. Thank you everyone for watching. We hope to bring in more content that will help the life of every teacher. So this is my channel, Miss Angel Educates. I teach student math. I'm a math coach, so I teach math basically on this platform, and I help teachers to thrive in their profession and improve their career and their life. And this is one of the ways we do this. So bring in more speakers to us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and drop a comment. So see you next